wonderful. How are you?
Great. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
I am so excited today. I'm out of breath. I'm so excited. I have my red Moffat mask, so that we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. What are we doing, Mrs. Guerrero?
We're going to kick off this, rock this test for our iReady test and
Yep.
go green.
So that is what we're going to do today. I'm so happy to have Mrs. Guerrero here with me. And of course, we have in the background our Mrs. Herrera. Everybody give a shout out in the chat for Mrs. Herrera. So Mrs. Triguero's here with you. Good morning. Thank you for saying good morning in the chat to all of us. We appreciate that. We want to know that you're listening, that you're excited about iReady, okay? So starting next week, we are doing the iReady reading. But before that, hasn't it been fun this week? We have taken a selfie. Check out our Instagram. We have, May the 4th be with you, who wore their Star Wars gear yesterday. Today we're going to smash the test, right? Tomorrow you get to wear your favorite baseball gear. On Friday, we're going to rock the test, and we're going to dress up like a rock star. So don't forget, everybody, okay? All right.
And send us your photos on Instagram.
Please. And all you have to do is go to our website and click on Instagram, and then you can share them there. And how else could they do it, Mrs. Guerrero?
Well, they can send them to their teacher.
Great.
Okay, and if their teacher can send them to us, and we'll put them on Instagram for you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you there, Terrence, Mrs. Sandu. I'm sure Anmol is there as well. Okay, so students, you have been working so hard all year long, and most of you have done iReady just phenomenally. I've been so proud of you. Now, we want to know what you've learned all year. And remember, we want to know what you've learned, right? Not your mom, not your dad, but what you've learned. And so what we do every year is we take our iReady Diagnostic at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of the year. So it's one way that we can know, like, hey, how are you doing? What do you need to work on? So I really appreciate you all being here this morning so we could talk about the tips. So Mrs. Guerrero is going to give us tips of how to do our best starting next week.
All right. So good morning, everyone. And we just want to make sure that you take your time on your iReady test. That's the most important thing. Don't rush. Make sure that you listen to all of the little speakers. Even if you think you know which one is the right one, go back and listen to them all just to make sure that all of our we have this on Instagram. We have it on the website as well, so you can always go back there in case you forget what these tips are.
Right.
If you have a question, if there's something you haven't learned yet, it's okay. It's okay. We understand that sometimes little parts of the test might be harder. It's okay. Do your very best and pick the answer that you think might be right. Okay. You have to make an answer before you can go to the next one. So just do your best. Also, when you do your math test, make sure that you use pencil and paper to solve your problems. I mean, some of these problems are hard, and it's really hard to solve them in your head. But if you use your math paper or your paper, then you'll be able to solve them better and make sure that you find the correct answer. Last but not least, of course, go back, check your answers before you press the next button. You want to make sure that you have the answer that you believe is correct before you move on, because once you click next, you can't go back. So take your time, do your best, and let's rock this test.
That's right. Yes. Rock this test. Rock this test. Now, some of you will be taking this at home, and some of you will be taking it in person, and some of you will be taking it over Zoom. So I always like to tell you students, and we'll get to our parent pledge in just a minute, because that's important, parents. But students, sometimes, we like to be positive and tell you what to do. Mrs. Guerrero told you what to do. I'm going to tell you what not to do. Just put anything, click, 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 I'm done. No, because this is very, very important. We want to know what you've learned, okay? So do not rush through. Take your time, take a break, okay? Do a few problems, take a break, right?
Yes. Don't try to finish it all at once.
Right, because then we know, because we get tired, especially as our older grades. Okay, parents, these are also located on Instagram. I've emailed them to you, and I'm sure your teachers have shared them with you as well. Here's some supportive phrases that you can use. Try your best and don't rush, but do not spend too much time on a question, okay? That's before. And if parents, if your child is stuck, oh, it seems like you're stuck. It's okay if you don't know the answer. Just think, stop and think, and then try, okay? Now, families, we know that you like to help your students, and we appreciate that. However, we need something, an assessment that tells us what your child knows, okay? So those of you parents, you're really encouraging, but don't worry, okay? Children, your moms can't do it because they're not in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, okay? So parents, you're just gonna support by providing a quiet area. You're like their cheerleader, but please do not help them. Find a quiet spot, encourage them, and then use these supportive phrases, okay? Thank you, parents, for all that you've done. You've been our partners, and we're so grateful for you. Okay, now, what is next?
Oh, next we'd like to talk just a bit about our Go Green Assembly.
Yay.
So we need everyone to finish this test before May 26th. That means May 25th, both tests, reading and math, need to be done by this date because we're going to have our Go Green Assembly.
Yeah.
And if you haven't finished the test, we don't know if we get to celebrate you or not. So we will be celebrating all of our students that go green on that day. We'll have an assembly over right here again, but at 8:30 because it'll last a little bit longer. So we want to make sure that everybody finishes, and we'll be excited to celebrate everyone. Everyone that goes green gets a certificate, gets their special iReady spirit stick. So
wow, those are awesome prizes.
It is.
Can everybody please give Mrs. Guerrero a round of applause and Mrs. Herrera? She needs to. We have to be.
I was applauding for Mrs. Herrera.
They come up with the best prizes and support and encouragement for each of you. So make sure to send them a supportive email, a little shout out on Instagram, and thank them. Tomorrow is Thankful Thursday, so perhaps you could add that on there. So that will be in 3 weeks for the Go Green Assembly. Okay, so next week, families, students, we're appreciating all of our teachers. We love, love, love our teachers, don't we? So each day, there are things that we would like you to do to celebrate your teachers. We will email this out to you. Monday is thank you for helping me grow. Tuesday is thank you for quenching my thirst for knowledge. Draw a picture, bring them a Starbucks gift card or another gift card. Send your teacher a thank you letter, maybe a Target gift card. Again, just little small things.
And they're just ideas. They're ideas for you to utilize it when you're thinking about how much you appreciate your teachers.
And we do. We want to appreciate our teachers. Okay, so with that, I know you have to get to class, but I would like to have my team up here, and we're going to sing our Moffat song. So are you ready? And grab a iReady friend. Here we go.
You could be in the middle.
There you go. Moffat Mustangs, Pinterest, hooray! Working, striving, growing, and every way we're filled with pride. We stand up and say, blue and gold will always fly. We are Mustangs. Moffat's the school for me. Moffat Mustangs, touch and hooray! Working, striving, growing, and every way we're filled with pride. We stand up and say, blue and gold will always fly. We are Mustangs. Moffat's the school for me. Yay! Do your best on iReady. Don't forget, follow these tips. We're so proud of you. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.